It appears I am live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome Saturday afternoon, February 9th, 2018. Just a nice, relaxing day here on the Rancho. And it's been kind of a lazy one. Hey, Womps. Nice to see you, Wompy. W4MPE. Good afternoon. Out in the workshop today. I found the old little mini FM transmitter. Had a lot of fun with that. Hello, D-Dub. Getting that fired up again today. Lots of fun. Sean the Brit, how are you? Nice to see you. Good afternoon, my friend. I am one. Let me just say, I'm one that if somebody I know is having a hangout and things like that, I generally won't put a hangout over top of other people. I think it's pretty good etiquette. I don't know. It's kind of like whomever, if somebody's doing a hangout. And I did notice that Lindy had postponed. I'm fixing Randy's phone myself. So I'm just firing up for about an hour or so, and then I'm going to we didn't go out to dinner last night. Missy Jenn or I, we may go out. It won't be a review tonight. I'm going to be taking it easy in the next week or so on content. I've been going at it really, really hard. Street Life, what's up? How you doing? Hello, Alpha Wolf. Why do I have a finger next to my mouth? Because it makes, when you get old like me, Alpha Wolf, you have to hold your head up. So I noticed that, oh, cool, Black Big. All right. Oh, man, I wish I was with you and Black Bigot toasting. I'm going to toast you guys right now. Black Bigot, D-Dub. Ooh, I do enjoy Black Bigot's content. And I enjoy D-Dub. I'm kind of a backbencher. Hello, Yujiro. Hello, Polly. So I'm not going to be on too long today, but I did notice Lindy had canceled this week, and I thought I'd just come on for an hour. So you got Coop coming on later. So you'll have a full night tonight. I may do a hangout later. If I do, it'll be late. Thank you, RB Radio. I hope you enjoyed that little transmitter that I found again and got working. The battery's pretty much shot in it, but it was a lot of fun to do that. Talk of the week. How are you? Harvey, how are you? I'm still waiting for your information. I'm going to give everybody till, let's say, Wednesday, my mods to lay claim to any of the loot that they want. And then what doesn't gets claimed, I don't know what we'll do with that. Put it over to next. We want Space Marine. Yeah, we want that. Huh, Yujiro? Want to get there. Maybe we'll get rowdy. Man, maybe we'll get rowdy late tonight. Maybe Space Girl from Planet Triple X will make a late night appearance. Janelle, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh, don't send it in green room. Send it to my Gmail, Harvey. Okay. Hey, Sophia, how are you? Send it to my Gmail. Okay. Oh, you just did a cheers for me. That's cool. I can't wait to hang out with you. I like Black Bigot. I like his content. I like D-Dub too. I think D-Dub's going to have a big channel. He was there with Flyboy Glenn. Can you say jealous as hell? I'm jealous as hell. I'm doing good, Sophia. Just rain. Douglas Fairchild, nice to see you, the greatest cookie baker on this side of the Atlantic Ocean here. I'm very well. Was watching you and Missy Jenn. We're having a good time. Yeah, not every hangout's going to be drama, but I was listening today, as you guys know, and I don't make any bones about it. I did unsub both Missy Jenn and I, all of Elvis's channels. It's not that we don't personally, and I want to clarify, it's not that we don't like Elvis as a person. It's just you can care about the person, but you can be appalled by what people do. And Missy Jenn and I thought today, we kind of in the light of 24 hours or so, yes, we said, yeah, we made the right decision. Hello, Oda May. We made the right decision with what we did. We still felt good about it. If Missy Jenn and I, and this is what I told the person, and I also want to thank Pirate Calypso for reaching out to me. That was much appreciated. Much love to you. But it's, you have a certain time period. You make a big decision, which for us is a capital decision here. We're talking about 4 years of viewership. Hello, Darren. 4 years of, not a lot of financial support, but 4 years of psychological supports and, trying to do labor support and other things. Thank you, chiming. So we're in what I call this, we're in this zone here, and I measured this by like 2 or 3 days. And it's in a very critical period when you make a big decision like that, because you're going to find out when you threw down your cards, it's like the game of Texas Hold'em, and you've got that final thing and you shove all in before that river card comes out, before 5th Street comes out. You shove all in. And then you wait. And in that moment, you find out what you're really, what somebody really thinks about you. You got to make a call. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever played competition Texas Hold'em or Omaha. Omaha is similar to Texas Hold'em, but instead of 2 cards as a starter and then 3 community cards and then 2 final cards to be dealt out, you start with 4 cards in the beginning. Then you have your 3 community cards, then you have your turn card, then you have the river card, your last ones. It's like Texas Hold'em on steroids, because the pots get friggin' enormous at the end, because when you get 4 cards to start with, everybody thinks they have something good. And the pots can be double, triple what they are. And that river card, that's a motherfucker. That's right, king of all things. I've made a fortune and lost a fortune on a turn of a river card. But I'll tell you what, I pushed all in with Missy Jenn yesterday. We went all in. Now it's up to Elvis to see if he thinks we're bluffing or if he's going to call. Because I'm going to tell you what, we have a quiet period. And that quiet period, the longer that quiet period goes on, the more I'll know what Elvis really thinks of us and our friendship. Did it mean anything? How you doing, Vegas Fiction? Did all those years, does it mean anything at all? Or is it something that you can just take? I guess Mr. X probably asked the same question too. I guess Gerald Coates asked the same question. Do we even matter? And more important than that, paddling upstream, why do some insist on following the path of most resistance on YouTube? Missy Jenn and I had a plan. Hello, Yank and Change. Nice to see you. We had a plan, for my retirement, that I was going to be doing much more content and prepping for the road. And opening up things so that if people wanted to give a tip on the stream, and I'm asking people, don't do anything today, please, but just let me talk. I don't know. I should turn the stupid super chat thing on and off for certain things, but I don't really think about it. But we thought it'd be nice if I went different places and did different types of stream and did different content all over the U.S. People might invest in that. They might. Hey, here's $5, get a cup of coffee. Here's $10, they would be supportive of that type of thing. Well, we didn't even wait I didn't even get on the road, and I'm stunned, maybe because of the size of the channel. It's not that huge, but the people were already like locally doing things, and I was like, wow. People really do enjoy, they will be your friend. They will give you a pat on the back. They will buy you a cup of coffee. And it ain't $1, $2. It's been amazing. So much so that I've, kind of pulled back a bit. I've kind of pulled back a bit. I don't want to drain the treasury, you know, you know what I'm saying? And I also felt last night I've got to start taking care of moderators and people that come on here and do the devil's work, especially in such a fractured, busted out chat as this one. Right? The shock absorbers are a little worn out on this channel and on these chat streams. But I was hoping, you know, Missy Jenn came up with the idea. She's like, you know, that might model some behavior for Marshall. So instead of the $1, $2 pounding away for $2 for the equivalent of $5 an hour, maybe it'll be a chance to move forward. Turn the canoe around that you're fighting upstream against ever increasing flow. You're pretty soon you're going to be in a raging stream, and you'll be lucky to stay even in there. Meanwhile, in a little bit of time that Missy Jenn and we've been enjoying a more fruitful, certainly YouTube, remunerative YouTube. But I look at you and I'm thinking there must be some kind of glory. There must be some kind of glory in beating your head against the wall. And for the life of me, nobody has ever been able to explain that to me. And I just think, oh, you saw Jory at the grocery store. Hello, Vinny G. Nice stream. I do watch little mirror through Vinny. Not much. But when you have people like Vinny G, yeah, it's what I think joking. And it's a shame. Like I said, I like Elvis as a person underneath it there. We've had a lot of laughs. I'll pick my words carefully and be very measured. Hello, RV Shadow. Be very measured in the things that I say and do, because there's times that I've enjoyed. Hello, Joey D. There's been times I've enjoyed the stuff that we did. Hello, Mallory. But you have to kind of wonder, and now you have somebody like Vinny G that, you know, and here's the problem. You get a smart character like Vinny G, and he's at a dilly gaff, do I look like I give a fuck school of YouTube, and he's willing to throw away channels to increase the flow of the stream that you're paddling against. Think about that. Here we have a big dam with a huge, we have Lake Mead behind it. Let's call it Hoover. Let's call it Vinny Dam. Let's call the son of a bitch Vinny Dam up there. This crazy ass Australian. And anytime that he wants to, hello Cobra John, anytime that he wants to, he can turn the valve and increase the flow in that stream to make it harder than ever. And you got to worry when there's a guy that just doesn't give a fuck. I don't think we've ever really seen such a character emerge on YouTube. No plotting. No, Vinny don't do green rooms. I don't be behind the scenes with Vinny. Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They don't be behind the scene with Vinny. He cooks that up in his own partially fermented, partially demented brain. I love you, Vinny. But mate, you're a bit it's not a result of enabling. Mike Apino. I hardly disagree. We make our own way in life, Mike Apino, and it might make you feel good to say things like that, but people see over time. Enabling has done nothing plus, nothing minus for anybody. You should go show the people that put hard cash in somebody's pocket as opposed to somebody that just passively sits there and watches a stream. But as I say, it's fine. People see what they want to see on YouTube. Yeah, well, whatever, Vinny. I think it's pretty fascinating that you have people, as Vinny says, they're willing to martyr channels and they don't care. They always said that's the guy you got to beware of. The guy that said dilly gaff. Do I look like I give up? Now, why would I say that? Well, obviously, Vinny's got a nice home. He lives in a nice place. It ain't a ghetto like this. Got a wonderful family who loves and supports him. He sits his ass right out in the middle of Broadway in his home. It's not like he's out in that mom's garage. He's got the wind at his back. How you doing, Becca? I hope you're doing videos, RV Shadow. I hope you will. Hello, Glenn. Nice to see you, my friend. Can't wait to see you up here. Yeah, he really is a wonderful alpha male. And he's a fun guy to sit on. Thank you, Quinny. He's a fun guy to sit on panels with and have a good time. He likes me. I like him. We have a mutual respect. I'm not driven like him in the way, you know, I'm like, Vinny's like the stick. I'm like the carrot, right? Well, you know, we see what the carrot does. You know, the whole swamp is just being drained now. And you just sit there like Missy Jenn and I are talking today. Why did somebody insist on paddling upstream? Where granted, any turnaround would be over a period of weeks and months. But it seems like the more the river rages, the harder you paddle. And I mean, I can look at you and I can tell you, you're getting worn out. Meanwhile, the bodies float down the river. Janet from back in Chicago, right? I mean, I'm just trying to tick down the people that have floated down the river. Coat, maybe not. I don't know. Mr. X, Gerald Coates. And then the last one standing, you know, Rosie O'Kelly there. And I just scratched my head. Hey, Karen. No, it's all right, Becca. Becca said, sorry for the 600 death. My phone is blown up more than I can't even possibly answer all the stuff that's coming there. Thank you, Harvey. Any of the mod king of all things, there's quite a bit of money to be divvied up. I hope that you'll be a part of that. You deserve it. You should know by now I keep everything and all things confidential. No, Sean, I'll continue to talk as I wish. You know, because I think that I'm the voice of reason here. I made a promise that I would not go to the chats, and I haven't gone to the chats. We've pretty much done our own thing. Yeah, it's a learning curve. It's learning new behaviors here, but we're doing it. Till such time as there's a heartfelt apology and a recognition that the canoe's gone the wrong way up in stream, there's nothing more that I can do. Nothing. I'm not sure, RB Shadow, but I can tell you this, RB Shadow, maybe Dave can take another trip and not be all talk. Well, you know, Dave did meet him, but I sure don't want to see anybody be physically hurt on YouTube. That would be very worrisome. Very worrisome to me to do that. Yeah, the Bergs was on and off the rails last night. It's okay. You know, I got a shit show. I own it. Yeah, but RB Shadow, what did you expect him to do? What did you expect him to do, RB Shadow? You're a reasonable guy. Well, Tasha, I don't know. I left a comment on your video there. Nice to see you. Well, it's Coach's money, you know. He's been modding here. I believe Juice has decided he doesn't want to mod, which is Juice. You know, I like Juice a lot. He thought in deference to, you know, slugging it out with Janet and the boss, that he would just lay down his wrench. Hello, 60s. I asked him to reconsider. No, Bergs is not gone, Sean. The reason Bergs isn't gone is because Vegas Fixin' put him out. Okay, Hondo came in. Even Hondo's in my side chat. I don't hold ill will against people. Okay, well, RB shouted, I was cheering for Dave to go after him, and it was let down. In what way? A physical beating? A puncturing of the tires? Yeah, sending Jen marijuana seeds. There we go. How you doing, Crystal? I don't want to see anybody ever get hurt over YouTube. But you could understand, and we've seen it before, there's been things that were said that are very, very dangerous. Of course, we love you, Jeremy. Yeah, Melton is taking it easy too. Maybe sick the dog and let Becca beat his ass. Huh? Well, I got a little glimpse into Becca's. We had a little discussion of backgrounds and childhoods, and I think she could bring it pretty good. I'm glad you feel better, Jeremy. You're important to us. How you doing, Francis? Nice to see you. Enjoyed your last video too. So I get very frustrated. You know, we're in this period now where I'll now find out. I'll now have the painful discovery, and it will be painful, of exactly what I do or don't mean to Elvis. All those years of friendship and support. I'll find out right now, in the here and now, what I really mean. Will he do a video and acknowledge what I have meant to him? The positive things that I've tried to do, the positive interventions as a friend. And will my passing just go like Mr. X, floating down, face down, coats? It's pretty, you know, that's what I say. It's a, you know, it's a touchy time for me. Yeah, you Jews, like I would sub to Sophia's channel. I'll tell you, this better bring your A game with this dog. Well, that's a concern, Sean. And as I said, if there was something there at the end of it, then I would do my darndest to try to help. But if somebody perceives themselves to be happy and perceives that fighting against the currents of life is a great thing to do, well, we all know how that ultimately ends, don't we? Ain't nobody ever made it up to the head of the river. Yeah, well, we'll see, Jordan Blue. I was thinking today, yeah, Cookie's a wonderful dog. You know, Peanut was a wonderful dog. Lars Hope, her dog is a nice dog, Little Peanut. Chihuahuas, they're not like other dogs. They need a special, you know, you just can't go up, oh, let me grab you. Chihuahuas are fierce. Right. I used to have I used to have a finger over there. Yeah, we know. We know. What do you think, Rosie? It's a rhetorical question. This is not the first time you've addressed this selfish. I feel like, I mean, I am in this quiet period now. I don't want to say a hell of a lot about it, but I do feel as time fritters by, I have to face the sad reality that, you know, that I'm no more than just a stepping stone along the way to some perceived YouTube glory. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yujiro put it well. After threatening Tucker, he lost the paddle. It's impossible to get upstream without a paddle. Exactly, and that's the reality of that. Okay, Beryl. Good night. Have a very good sleep. Yeah, I know he's trashing my content earlier. Trash what you want to have. You get more isolated as time goes by. You don't have the support of friends. I am glad that I did ask him for the better part of a year to please, for God's sakes, for goodness sakes. Oh, I'm pretty good today, Joey D. I'm actually pretty happy. We get 5 minutes of sunshine every 12 hours. I am glad that Janet reestablished contact with him. That's for sure. Yeah, I think so. You know, it's not everybody. My content is so eclectic. People that don't enjoy radio can enjoy baking. People that don't enjoy baking can do guns. People that don't do guns can do vintage audio. People that don't do vintage audio can do metal detecting. Other people can do travel and enjoy all those different things. I'm not really worried about content. But I'm just saying, you know, it's kind of delusional when you think what passes for content and things. So, well, I don't know, Jeremy Davis. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, it's kind of the way it came down, Jordan. Hey, Tara, how are you? I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. Hi, Denise. You know, I kind of think of Bobby a little bit too, and all the time and effort in the. Let me fix my camera. I don't know why in the hell that does that. I think about Bobby and all the time and effort and you know, financially the money that Bobby put in for a lot of people's GoFundMe and a lot of things for Elvis's meals, you know, hotels and all that stuff, and just Bobby's only hope was that Bobby never asked too much. Be a positive person, do what you want to do in life, but the solution, of course, is a job. Now, if YouTube is a job, that's fine. Bobby doesn't care. Bobby didn't care. You know, he didn't seem to care. So then we got to thinking today, what do you give up when you paddle upstream? Well, we're going to come down and have a streamer house on Largo down there, streaming, you know, around the clock, have a streamer house, do street streams, go out, test shawarmas, hang out in Chicago, have a good time, go down to Key West. Have a blast. Meet other YouTubers. Chris Diamond, see Drury, see some of the other people down in the area. And you wonder why doesn't positivity connect in somebody's brain? And then you just have to conclude they ain't wired like you and me. Hi, Monique. How are you? So it's just very, very interesting to me. I will continue to comment 1,000 poems because I've long been deeply invested in everything. But it does not mean nothing's wrong, honey. We're just talking about people that insist on paddling upstream. I just had a little bit of time to kill. There wasn't a current hangout. I don't run my hangouts over top of other people's. We're just, we didn't go out to dinner. I'm going to get Missy Jenn a hamburger or something tonight. Hello, Kathy. So I just had a little time to come on today. We got almost a foot of snow here in the Puget Sound. That's what Bergs was saying. No, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. In a little bit, I'm sad, but in another way, I'm okay. I had a lot of fun working in the shop today. Did a little resurrecting of the little mini FM pirate transmitter. It's funny how the only content that Elvis puts indirectly out is on others' hangouts. I don't really know what that means. How you doing, Nola? It's just the bottom line is, Mike, when I hear and get messages that I'm being thrown up under the bus, I'm going to take it upon myself to answer. I'm going to take it upon myself to keep putting logic out there and reason, because I know sooner or later that canoe is going to come raging back down the river, and it's going to be an ugly freaking mess. We see it coming. Either that or just live a low level life. Yeah, Janet's first stream. I hope Janet realizes. I'm still waiting for her return call, but I hope that she realizes this ain't a country club chat. YouTube. Well, that's what I'm seeing, Callie Rose. If there was a legitimate bottom, I'd step in. I'd take him here. I'd take him down to the Medi-Cal office, the Medicaid office, get him set him up, get him over to Beacon Healthcare Strategies for mental intervention. I would do that. But it is what it is right now. So just disengage and do our own thing. But if I am called out on a stream, and if I am held up as somebody that does not make good content or does not try to be a fairly decent person, not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, often fuck up on YouTube, but somebody who does have a little bit of heart most of the time and a track record of trying to help people, yes, I would help. But I'm not going to allow myself to just be trashed. Coat can walk away and not say a word about it. I'm not like that. So when bullshit and nonsense is put out, I will have my say about it. I'm not going to stand there and just be beaten with a stick and just marginalized. That's exactly right, Nola. Thank you, Denise. So I'm putting that out right now. Anybody who thinks I'm not going to say something or not going to talk about it, nonsense. I have the right to talk about stuff, especially if other people are talking about me. There will come a time very soon, very soon. You know, I'm deep in the hunt for an RV right now. I'm deep in the hunt for a Class B. Once that Class B is secured, it's a whole new ballgame. You know, new content, outfitting, maybe repairing, restoring, getting ready for the road. So I'm not going to, plus the weather will be better. There'll be much fewer in the way of my hangouts for me at that particular time. Thank you, Cage and Cav. I appreciate that. It's people like Cage and Cav that make you feel good about, you know, going a new direction. So I just want to be perfectly clear. Thank you, Echo. So I just want to be perfectly clear so that nothing is ever thrown up in my face in the future. I want to be perfectly clear. Number one, just to repeat, he doesn't have a wrench in my chat, but I don't have a wrench in his chat. I'm not going over the chat. It's okay. Not that big of a deal. Number two, had to unsub from all the channels and stop watching the content. Okay, you're not going to see me in side chats pounding away. I don't have any troll accounts to do anything with. Okay, everybody knows I operate under my own name. That's number two. Number three, as I've said before, I mean, if somebody's going to be bashing me to the wall, I'm going to have my say too. I don't care whether it's Elvis. I don't care whether it's anybody else in the community. People are finding out in 2019, Rosie will hit back and hit back hard this year. I'm no longer willing to cede the whole playing field and have people blather ridiculous theories of relationships on YouTube. And if Elvis wants to talk about it, then I'll talk about it too. But I will uphold what I said that I won't do. Number two, when all is said and done, and there may never come a day, there may never be a recognition of a problem. But I will pledge again that I will do whatever I can to help out at that point in time. So let me be perfectly clear. Carve it in stone, hang it up. But as far as seeing that point in time, it's not even smoke on the horizon down there. So I can go about my business and do the other things that I want to do here on YouTube and accomplish and do the other content with Missy Jenn. Thank you, Larson. I just want to be really clear, because other times I've danced and backpedaled and then found myself in an uncomfortable position of forward-pedaling again and just trying to reposition. I'm not doing it. I'm just being straight out and honest about it now. No, there's no script here. There's no script here. What? Awesome Hooker got a strike on her channel for broadcasting an Elvis hate fest. What does that mean? What's an Elvis hate fest? No, RV Shadow, and I really take offense to that. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't think that. I always thought I never saw any. I've never seen one. Oh, I've never seen her. Well, that's your opinion, RV Shadow, and I'm not gonna argue with it. But I'm just saying, as far as Hooker is concerned, I can't think of anything that. I don't know. I never hear any. I hear just people talking. I never hear anybody. Awesome. I'm going to hang out. People like Janice Adams were on the side posting. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for Awesome Hooker. She's a nice person. Wow. That's all I can say to that is wow. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm not sure if he did or other people did. I don't know. No, I don't think her channel's ruined. She's also very mature. She's not. What would I say? She's pretty unflappable. She's not one to get all flustered and stuff. That's really a shocker to me. That is really a shocker. Hey, Colleen. Yeah, I mean, she's she's at odds with me, Denise Lynn. I mean, Awesome Hooker's at odds with me. We certainly see things differently. But I've admired her channel. I've admired the way that she's run her chats, and I've told her so. And I think most people enjoy that. But you got to be very careful how you moderate and have the side chat moderated. You're back, Vegas Fiction. You are back. Yes, Awesome Hooker is very low key. It's really a shame. Yeah, people need. Well, it was pretty shocking yesterday. Colleen says Boyd is at a crossroads. How so? How so, Colleen? Hey, Metal Goddess. How you doing, Tim Toof? It will work itself out between you and. Oh, I'm not worried. I think, and I'm not worried about that. Look, I'm not. If you respect somebody, then you respect them. It doesn't change just because the person puts you kind of on the outside of their world. It doesn't change. If you really respected the person, you still respect them. You might not like what they do, and I haven't liked a lot of what she's done lately. But she stands up for her stuff. She makes decisions. She'll continue to have my respect. That face, what was that? Yeah, that's what missing with some of these people is respect. Exactly. And I'm getting my respect in 2019. Hello, Monkey Boy. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm interested in seeing what the crossroads. What is the Boyd? It's just a group of people. It's a loose affiliation of people that have been hanging out together with each other for, this will be 4 years in April of 2019. Came out of the RV trans prepping community. LCD claimed that Awesome lied about him when you were in panel at Tucker's. Yeah, I don't know, Jilly. I didn't follow that. I see. I have no basis to know, Jilly, because Dave. I never sat on Dave's summer panels, but I know some of the people that were on the panel certainly engaged in some mockery and a little bit of fuckery of their own. Absolutely, Vegas Fixin said, I'd say, Rosie, you're one of the very few people that ask questions and get facts before reacting. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do. Then you don't have to walk it back. I mean, if Dave feels differently about the events of the summer, then, you know, he has a different take on it. Hi, Cindy. And I, you know, how can I fault Dave for wanting to have his say too? And, you know, he's certainly taken his lumps and will continue to, as I will. But I'm just saying you know, should he not be allowed to speak out if there was something that came down? Sean says, I ask questions, but I'm confused by many of the answers. Well, hey, how are you doing, Celeste? Nice to see you, eclectic domestic. RB Shady, you have very strong beliefs. People say stuff that floors you. I know I say things on occasion that floor you. Well, the problem is, Metal Goddess, that you do have a lot of spinning that goes on down here. How many people actually watched the whole thing? She didn't know what she's getting into. It was obviously supposed to be positive to promote her accomplishments. The upside of that, Vegas fixing about Janet and having met Janet and hung out with her and talked to her, and I'm waiting for her call back now because I'm going to try to discuss some things with her. But she won't hang long if it's just a shit show, that's for sure. She's a very strong woman. You can't be in the collections business for years without being strong. That's exactly right, Gabriel. Thank you. Denise, you're funny. I'll be right back. You always said to go to different streaming. Oh, okay. That's funny. 60s. Dude, it's raining again. It's all it ever does here is friggin' rain. Yeah, she had a wrong idea. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, how much time is Elvis going to really invest in setting the stage for her? Let's see. She's tough, man. You can't have survived in collections unless you're a very tough, very hard shell person. But I can guarantee you one thing: she won't do any content. She won't, you know, she might do video content and put it up, but I don't think she'll engage in a lot of chats. You know, she's not one that I think can take really heavy duty trolling and stuff. So how are you doing, Ritas? Yeah, it rains or burns, one or the other. How you doing, hipster? Well, you know, hipster heaven, you've been around a long time down here. You're very young, but you're a very astute observer of things. If you don't feed a YouTube channel, you don't really go anywhere. And she's not the kind of person that's going to feed a YouTube channel if it's just bringing harassment and stuff. Yet the world needs now. Tasha says, I eat collection agents for lunch. Do a video or it never happened. Yeah, she does Vegas fiction. She sure does. Get into a square circle. What the fuck? The vicious attack dog. That's what I'm saying. The vicious attack dog. Well, Becca, you got to see it from the other direction down there, you know. She wanted to get about it. Well, I mean, she can be uplifting. She's got a lot to be proud of. She couldn't wait to show me all of her pictures and things and trophies. Yeah, I mean, I hear, you know, Joe King said as soon as Janet said GoFundMe and PayPal, the trolling really started. Probably shouldn't do your first stream. I mean, that's, I can say so much here. See, this is the thing. And I'm going to be clear about this. This really is. And you have the freedom to do that on YouTube. You certainly do. But I'm going to tell you what. If your first point of contact with YouTube is to say, I'm going to use it as the United Treasury of YouTube to pull money out of, you're going to have a really, really, really rough road. Because there's a lot of different rooms that the Carlos Martinez, rooms you don't even know about here. The Carlos Martinez, the Joe Kings, the Super Trolls, the ones that have their own little clubhouse on the real badass end of town on YouTube. Really badass. No street lights, no paved roads. Some shitty shack with some good beer, some good chicks, and some good plans. And all these people do is drop these people's name. Bing! Into that, and pretty soon every night Carlos Martinez is putting up his video. It's troll time. Here we go, and drops the link for the person. I mean, that's exactly what goes on. That's exactly what goes on. These guys all talk to each other and all tell people about shit. They get people all fired up. They spin it up a little bit, give it a little more rotational amplitude. Maybe throw in a little of the PEDO, well, you know, a little thing to just juice it a little bit, like when baseball, when you're pitching, you kind of juice it. Hello, Tucker. Nice to see you. Joe King is the king of the trolls down here. So my advice is that you don't come on and use money or the bucketing of money as your entree point into YouTube, because that's really not what YouTube is designed to be. It's not a bucket shop for filling your pockets out of here. And people will be very, 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 very resentful of that, and they will be hateful of that. No, Joe is Joe King. Joe King doesn't put up content. Joe King makes content. That fireplace, I built the fireplace myself. You can see that. You can see that built in. You can see the video where I built that fireplace and put that in my 5-year journey. Look, let's be clear. Let me just say this to Aaron Caldill. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. According to Elvis, he's a star, and trolls are jealous of his success. Make no mistake about it. Nobody on YouTube likes to be trolled like crazy, okay? Especially in mass quantities. Oh, thank you, Denise. This is where we display the little knickknacks and stuff that people send us from different places. Thank you. Yeah, Joe King's channel building with 0 content. But, you know, let's just say Joe King is like that. What would you say? What are those big worms that get inside of you that just gradually suck the blood out of you, and you think everything's all good and you're having a great day, and little by little, little by little. Well, I mean, Joe King has never deviated from, yeah, tapeworm, exactly. Joe King has never deviated from his, yeah, Joe King is like YouTube's equivalent of the tapeworm or the remora or whatever you want to call it. What is it called? The common worm. Yeah. You know, Joe King is a bloodsucker. He's just constantly there. It's like you never get rid. It's never fatal until it's fatal. Yeah, don't forget to take your vitamin D. Yeah, I worked as a framing carpenter. Well, you know what I mean, Sarah Hosley, that kind of stuff. A child is a child, whether it's 30, it's still somebody's kid. You know? Yeah, I make sure to take that. Hello, EBT. How you doing? Well, I know that. And Lima Company Marine Mom, I hate to backbench Joe King. But I want to tell you, how you doing, Sue? When some of these drama ladies get into you, let me tell you, these ladies step it up a notch. Some of these ladies in this community strike me as the kind that'll do it in real, you know, walk up and say, oh, I'm sorry, it was my time of the month. I just felt like putting that, you know, I had a momentary fit of rage, my PMS. I was out of my mind for a minute. So I took the baseball bat and just went sideways, and it went through the window, and, you know, sorry. I plead temporary insanity, Your Honor. Thank you. No, you're not blocked. I mean, not all, but a lot of them, are. Yeah, not a lot of talk, but show. So they're, you know, they're the ones that I kind of get nervous about. Because I've seen some of the stuff that's gone down in the drama community. And when these, you know, they have the old saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned or a woman pissed off. Go down there and call out one of her friends. Go down and take on somebody like Dragon Lady. She'll make mincemeat out of you. Well, maybe they're bored with life, but they sure as fuck get their money's worth down here on YouTube, Tasha. Women love Harvey, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think they're bored. It's just that they have a different idea when it comes to justice and meting out justice. They will be in your face. Who wants to face that every day? Every time you fire up a hangout, everything is just negative. I'm doing good, Connie. How are you? That's Tasha's right. There was another body sort of, I forgot Tasha. There was another body floating downstream. Another casualty of war. Yes, I did the kitchen debt. They're all, Denise, if you look down in my, go to my front page, the channel, you can look down at all the construction projects. building the wall of sound, restoring the whole house, taking a bathroom and lowering the floor so Missy Jenn could, there's no barrier to getting in if she ever needs to use a wheelchair. So that's very interesting too. I think you'll enjoy watching those playlists. And there's also on the Rosie Murphy channel, there's a lot of things over there too. Because sometimes my channel's been down. You know, I've been terminated 5 times on YouTube. I'm the only one in the history of YouTube that's ever brought the same channel back from termination 5 times. You need to clone me. Hey, Linda. I thought I'd come in and go negative and build a channel. Good luck, honey. That negative stuff. That's funny as hell. No, Jen is very calm. Jen is always very calm. She doesn't rage. Yeah, I'm not afraid to go against the majority, but a lot of times you have to realize that the majority, as you know, there's something to what they say. Harvey said, I want to adopt Rosie as my sister, huh? You weren't saying that last night, Harvey. Yeah, I don't pay for shit. You pay me. There you go. Oh, man. Anyway, Chuck, I did want to go on the record with you. I was informed that Awesome Hooker received a strike on her channel, and I guess everybody that has Hangouts has to be very careful. What's it's not just what's said on panel, but what goes for the side chat too. So sometimes that's the problem of having too many wrenches. It's that people can post up whatever they want, whenever they want, as often as they want. Oh, she didn't get a strike. Okay. So if somebody was trolling me then, okay, Tucker, that's good. I don't think she should get a strike. I'm glad she didn't get a strike, honestly. I was like scratching my head. In all the years, and I don't want to, what is it going to be, Jen? 5 years this year or 6 years? 5 years. 5 years. In the 5 years, it'll be 5 years in April that Missy Jenn's been on the Rancho. I've only heard her yell one time, and it wasn't at me. And I hope I never see that again. I don't know. You have no idea what's been done to me, Rosie, and I'm barely on. Read us. What happened to you? What happened? What happened? Yeah, I'm glad. I'm very happy. It takes a lot to get Missy Jenn. I'm going to go about another half hour, and then I know some other people I think Coop's going to be gone tonight. Tucker might be doing something. I don't know. And it's always fun content. Do we have an elbow troll? I'm not sure. The drama community coming in here, it won't be long before you get hit. What does that mean, Carlos? But be respectful. Hey, Elf, be respectful to people, okay? Don't talk man shit behind people's back, and you'll probably be okay. I'm off tomorrow, so keep going. Okay. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, Papa Grizz. I like Papa Grizz. He's good. Like that. Yeah, Tucker loves trolls. Yeah, that's right, Marine Mom. Talk your shit out in the open, you know, when you sleep at night. Yeah, I see. I watch Joe King, and he's one that juices the fastball once in a while too. He'll take something that happened, and then he'll put a little bit of his own on it. How you doing, Jody? Joe King, tell him how you juice that fastball. He's like fucking. Who was that guy that pitched for the always threw the spitter? Gaylord Perry, that fucker. You'd see it on TV that he'd pitch the ball, and you could just see the slobber coming off of it after the release. It was so disgusting. When he would juice that fastball, man, and just like, wow, you could see it's just released, and you could see, you like that, Monique, you could just see the spray come off of it. To donate and say hi, and a couple of it started on me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Regis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your channel goes dark and you gain the sub. That's funny. Hello, So-O. Poor Horseman says, I love baseball bats. Yeah. That's funny. All right. Jen, take over a couple minutes, will you? I'm just laughing. Did you guys see that? Did any guys see that shit show we had last night? The hangout, and Vegas Vixen gave Bergs the royal boot, but she added him back to the room. She added Bergs back to the room, and Bergs went ahead and bounced the hangout last night. Shit! I told Bergs you can't come back until you go out and make a snow angel in your front yard there and do a video of it. It was funny last night, wasn't it? Yeah, Rory, she was being nice. She was just temporarily, yeah. Monique's like, I loved it. She was being nice, you know, and she thought that she would add him back, and it was funny. Kenny G, how can I hate you? You're a man of deep faith and belief. We will have that in common. I talked about the call. I've not heard from my parish priest yet about setting up a private confession with him. That should be a real barn burner. So, yeah, you Polly misses all the fun. Hey, Dill Rogers, how are you? It was just funny. So we said, Bergs, you can't come to a hangout till you do a snow angel. You see Big Bergs down on his front yard, face down. Yes, he can. Yes, he can, Kenny G. We have different beliefs about that. I'm a Catholic. I think you're evangelical or Baptist or something. But he's down in the, you know, can you see him face down in the... My girl Monique was on there. She was wired up with baseball, and the next thing you know, it's just people start dropping like flies. An hour or so that I laughed so damn hard they're all going back. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it, Quinny? That's why I say sometimes a little bit of a shit show is a fun thing. You know, the funny thing about having Bergs on, I kept putting his volume all the way down, and you couldn't hear him, and he just kept talking and talking, and I'd sneak it up a little bit. He's still, let me tell you, I'd turn it back down for like 15 minutes. He didn't even know that his volume was, this guy can just go and go and go. And you know, Denise, I had his volume turned all the way down. Good night, Regis. I'm sorry. I hope things work out for you, honey. I don't know what happened. It was crazy. That's right, Harvey. It was nutty. Yeah, the way Joe King goes at things, he said, Lima Company Marine Mom, my OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, won't let me focus my trolling and hate on anyone but Elbow. It's like Joe King got orders on the service of Her Majesty and feels that he has to complete the mission. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I wonder how many times that was said. That's funny. He calls and I'll still put him on the phone, but not a ton of time. Not a ton. Oh, the person under Sarah Hooley. Do you really think that? I'm not sure if Elvis. See, I think Elvis ego is too big to troll under another name. I think he's got too much of a ego. I don't think he would do that. He wants to appear as himself. Good evening, Lindsay. You think so, Sean? You think so? Time for chocolate chimp out cookies again. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, Jill. No, to May, but he's required to make a snow angel before he comes back on again. Did you get one, Otame? Otame showed me her love mail that she got from the Bergs. Similar to, he must put it on blast. Shit. That's funny. Thank you, 60s. Yeah, I'm back to fun times. I'm not here. I've got such good, you know, we're gonna get the drone flying if the rain stops. We got so much good content. We're going up, gonna try to go up to Reno the 3rd, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. That'll be fun. Joey D's having his 2nd cataract surgery. We probably won't see him. Yeah, I think actually Joseph Camus, I think Vinny was just getting ready to lift the phone. Yeah, Jill's mad at me. Jill sent me a nasty gram today. Yeah, I got no content, Ghetto. You know me. Well, you went, Jill Rogers said, I went to the Chicago RV and camping show today. It was packed. Where was it held, Jill Rogers? The convention center there? Yeah, this is a $2,000 drone. This DJI Phantom 4 ain't cheap. And it has its own dedicated controller. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, Jill, she should have starred in, Rosemont. Okay. You see anything you like, Dill? I know you're waiting for your inheritance to come down. I'd like the honesty of Dill Rogers that I'm just sitting around waiting to inherit several $1 million. That's cool, Katie. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome aboard. We've had a drone, 60s Flower Child. If you go over to the Rosie Murphy channel, you can see a lot of our drone flights over the schoolhouse from The Birds, the movie The Birds with Alfred Hitchcock. We went to Los Angeles, flew it over Beverly Hills. We found Jed Clampett's home with the Beverly Hillbillies. We flew it over there and set it to a little bit of banjo music. It's getting a lot of views over there. A lot of views. Yeah, that's it, Denise. That was it. How you doing, Polvo? Nice to see you. Yeah, there we go, Jody. Yeah, thank you, Jilly. Yeah, when you have a 4K drone, we're going to put it over the, what did we say, Jen? The Towers of Doom here, the grain elevators. And we're going to try to do our first point of interest flight, which means that the drone just circles and points in at the object. So we've had that for about 2 years. Yeah, go watch the flight. Yeah, the special effects, but you know, it certainly put, you know, Hitchcock filmed 2 movies here in Sonoma County, Shadow of a Doubt and then The Birds. Shadow of a Doubt was probably the best Hitchcock thriller. Rose, the best content ever is chooching in your outdoor production. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. That's most of what the future is going to be with me once I'm on the road. Everything's going to be basically live streaming, meeting people, you know, videoing stuff till somebody tells me not to, and then that's cool. I'm not a confrontational person. Our drone, Jen, can comfortably after about 10 minutes, we start to get a little antsy. We have 2 batteries we run with it. 2 lithium batteries. What are they, like $100 each or something crazy? I guess theoretically, if it could hover, it would be about 15 minutes. It could stay airborne. But I still think every time it goes up, I'm just holding my breath, man. Just thinking all those dollar bills strung together, just flying in the flying in the air. And one time I was over at Napa County. I was doing a live stream, overnighting there, boondocking, and we were outside this. I was outside the CIA, the Culinary Institute of America, and I thought, what a beautiful place to do a drone flight. I sent the drone up to see the beautiful Greystone, the beautiful big castle-looking building. And I go to bring the drone back down, and the fucking thing stops responding. It starts to come down right in the middle of the highway. And all I could think is, well, great, we got a 2-lane road. Here comes a car coming, and they're going to think a fucking alien is now coming and landing in front of them. And they're going to swerve, had to have a head-on, die. Multiple people are going to die because of my drone. Oh, I had to put that thing on manual and just barely get that thing. It's scared the living hell out of me. Scared the living hell out of me. 12 minutes flight time. We've flown it over Reno. We flew it over Reno. We've done quite a few flights with that, so you may enjoy that. That's what I mean. Joe King, don't forget to title and tag your your videos. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. And let me tell you, Kenny G, what a joy to see you back in the community. We've also started to learn that we can fly it in a little bit of a wind condition too. So we will, as soon as the weather gets good, we'll do a local drone. We'll start to get tuned up here with some local flying, and then we'll get. We haven't even begun to put this thing on the through its paces. Anyway, I'm going to take care of Missy Jenn now. We didn't do anything last night. I think just go outside for a simple burger tonight. Appreciate it. Oda May, you're going to get back to me. I don't know if Code is here. Got some funds to distribute from last night. I'll keep pounding on that. I think Juice is not interested in modding anymore. Thank you, John. I don't think he was comfortable with the whole Janet and boss thing. I hope that he will change his mind. I like Juice a lot. So we will see you guys around the chats. I might do a late night Space Girl. I'm not sure. I haven't done one in a long time, but we will see. Not going to do any cooking tonight. I might be cooking. Ooh, where is that thing, Jen? There it is. Might have a little fun late night. Anyway, guys, love you all. Have a wonderful evening.